Why they did me like that? Sometimes that streaming should be annoying. Like, what the fuck, bro? Gotta love it, right? We'll lag close to our last one, right? Let's start it. Let's see if we can start it back up real quick. Start everything back up real quick. Um, CJ, what it do, man? We had to vamp the shit back up on some crazy shit, bro. Damn. Got me a little tight. We should be valid. Let me double check. We should be good to finish out this last one.
Because I need to double lock his stuff, and then he unbuckled himself, went out and grabbed.
EMS attempted to perform CPR on Dason, but it was too late. Dason was declared deceased shortly after by EMS. What officers uncovered with Dason was only the beginning. As the investigation deepens, Eric's children would reveal further secrets, painting an even darker picture of the reality behind closed doors. For now, the decision is made to take Eric, his children, and his ex-wife Latrice to the police station. Police reports state that while Eric is being transported, he struck his head multiple times against the cage window bar, causing a welt to his head and damage to the patrol vehicle. Despite this, everyone would eventually make it to the station, each separated into their own individual rooms, awaiting intense interrogation. Eric would be left alone to hopefully calm down and collect his thoughts. Meanwhile, detectives speak with both Latrice and her child Evan, hoping to collect more information that can be used when speaking with their main suspect. They start with Latrice, asking her what kind of person Dason was. At this point, detectives are considering the possibility that he and Eric may have gotten into a fight that somehow escalated into tragedy. But what Latrice describes denies that theory completely, and makes Dason's case even more heartbreaking.
Can you sit a little bit closer over here?
Yeah.
There's a lot of specific questions that I wanted to talk to you about. Can you describe DJ? Was he an argumentative person? Was he a quiet person?
So the son was more of a quiet person until he got to know you, but he was always mannered. He talked to a lot of adults, but he never was disrespectful or any of that. I had teachers from his elementary, the principal, middle school, they all showed up for my son. He was that type of child. You know when teachers come.
Would you say he was a sweet boy?
He was very sweet and always willing to help. That was one of the things across the board. Always willing to help.
In the loft, in the crawl space in the loft, what was normally kept in there?
Nothing.
Safes?
Nothing.
Was that ever left open?
No.
It was always screwed?
It was always closed.
Okay.
Because I don't like it. Like, it freaked me out. There is a light switch in there.
Okay.
So I was like, where's that light coming from? And I turned the light switch off. But I don't know, maybe it was him.
So let's talk about that. You called me and you said
that shit has a light switch in there. Nothing else in there. That's kind of strange. Like, what the fuck? Would you go in there to meditate, Nate?
that you saw him, you viewed him at the funeral home. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was before he was involved because I wanted to see him.
Right. And you saw new bruises.
Yes.
Where did you see new bruises?
On his nose. Like that circular dark mark on his upper nose. His lip looked busted also. Like that wasn't there. And then his eyes were like purple. I don't like.
They were puffy and purple.
Yeah. It looked to me like he was in a fight. And my son doesn't fight.
Dason's autopsy report ruled his cause of death as asphyxiation, which, in combination with the bruises and marks on his face, implied he was likely strangled to death.
I knew it. He was my baby. So I knew it. I still have those feelings that, no, I'm not happy with. Because to me, it doesn't say I did it, but it says there's enough evidence to say I did it. So, let's just say you did it then.
Latrice makes it clear she believes Eric is responsible, even though she didn't witness the incident herself. But her son, Evan, seated just 3 doors down in his own interview room, has information that could take the investigation even further.
How are you?
See, kids are the smartest
your name
people
is
in the
Evan,
world.
is that correct?
Kids are still learning, but they picture painting skills are the smartest thing in the world. What they actually see is the truth. You know what I'm saying? And they not gonna sugarcoat that shit, bro. If they really love somebody, they gonna show that shit.
You know how to spell your name?
It's only when you get older you get bitter.
You can go ahead and write it down. 7. Okay, nice handwriting. And how old are you?
7.
7? You want to write 7 for me? So I don't forget. Sometimes I forget.
Notice the harsh contrast between interview rooms. Evan is sitting in the department's safety room, a space created to provide comfort and reduce stress for victims and young children involved in sensitive cases. His interviewer, Miwa, is a forensic interviewer from Maryland, trained specifically to speak with children and family members connected to a criminal investigation. And because Evan is only 7 years old, you'll notice a drastic difference in how his interview is conducted.
My job is to talk to kids and families all the time, and today I get to talk to you. And we talk about a lot of different things in this room, and this is called the safe room because anything we talk about is always safe and you're not in any trouble. I'm just here to listen to you and talk to you.
Okay.
Miwa explains to Evan that everything is being recorded and that he is not in trouble, but rather just there to help him out. She spends 15 minutes talking about movies and more of Evan's interests to help him get more comfortable before discussing the day of Dason's murder.
And Evan, who do you live with?
My mom.
Your mom?
And Tristan.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else?
I live with DJ.
Mm-hmm.
And then my dad.
Okay. And do you know what you're here to talk about today? No? So, tell me a little bit about your family.
Tristan, he likes to fight. And play. And steal toys from others. I like the color. And then I also like Kids Bop and Tristan.
And you said you also live with the DJ, is that right?
Uh-huh. And my mom and Tristan.
So DJ, how old is DJ?
15.
15? Tell me about DJ.
DJ like going in the water, tickling me. Can't really remember all the stuff he used to do. But he loved playing Roblox games.
Tell me about the last time you saw DJ.
He's a good
My
kid.
mom wasn't at the house.
Tell me who was at the house.
Dad, and then DJ,
Mm-hmm.
and then me. DJ was going to Arizona with Mommy, and then Daddy was waiting at the door with DJ. DJ put his bags in the basement, and then I don't remember what happened next. That's all I remember.
Okay.
Miwa would tell Evan to draw the
This is a good child right here, bro. That's so sad. Y'all be having the best children with the best hearts in the world, and y'all be mentally fucked, bro.
last time he saw
He
Dason,
really is
and he'd
innocent.
draw the staircase leading to the home's loft. The same staircase Eric has dragged Dason's body up.
And so who is this person?
That was DJ,
That was DJ? Where was Dad?
right here.
Oh, okay. So Dad was up here and then DJ was right there? Okay. Where did they go after?
They never went anywhere. They were just waiting at the steps.
Oh, they were waiting at the steps? Who was he waiting for? Or what was he waiting for?
And he was going to Mom King, the DJ.
Did that happen?
No.
Not yet. Was there anything that you worried about on that day?
No.
I wonder if there's anything that you were scared about that day.
I wasn't scared.
Evan struggles to reveal the details.
And cover their eyes.
Okay.
But this was before. This was when the police first knocked at the door.
Okay.
Evan didn't say anything about the knock because he told him to go in the bathroom first. So I'm a little confused of like the order. So I don't know if that's maybe when he was gonna let the police in. But Evan did say he saw that. And he was in the living room because he told me he was watching Loki.
In addition to these grim details, Latrice would go on to explain how Eric's life had begun to collapse, all in synchrony. Due to the protective peace order Latrice had filed, Eric was suspended from the Baltimore Police Department the very same day of Dason's death. He had just separated from his wife, was about to lose his children, and was now left without a job.
You sick motherfucker, bruh. You mad cause you lost your job, bruh? And she's the reason you lost your job, so you target her son, bruh? Nah, bruh, nah.
Latrice also explained that the peace order she filed was not her first attempt to separate herself from Eric. Months prior, Latrice filed her first peace protective order, writing, "I am in fear for my life and well-being because Eric Banks keeps trying to control, follow, and emotionally abuse myself and my sons."
Wow.
The order was denied, however, and it wasn't until months later that her second attempt was granted. It was clear Eric's life...
You see how far shit get? And how people do be taking the next step and the law don't be doing nothing about it, and then situations like this be happening, and then you wonder why y'all be getting blamed.
Was falling apart leading up to Dason's death.
Like, come
Eric
on.
had hidden his body, lied to officers regarding his whereabouts, and had a violent outburst once the body was discovered. It'd be hard to assume that he wasn't directly implicated in Dason's death. But evidence alone wouldn't be nearly enough to get him to confess. After all, he was a police officer of 10
Complete
years and knew how the criminal justice system worked just as well as any interrogator working against him. But unfortunately for Eric, the interrogation he was about to undergo would crack even the most well-trained of suspects.
Oh, really?
Eric is placed into Anne Arundel County Interview Room 2B. This room was designed for priority matters, exclusive to high-profile cases. Because Eric had attempted to attack an officer earlier in the day, he's been handcuffed to the table to restrict movement. Eric is left alone for multiple hours as the detectives prepare for his interrogation.
This boy
While
a
waiting,
threat.
he can be seen glancing around the room multiple times, likely searching for a camera. What Eric didn't know is Interview Room 2B has a small camera placed in an
Bro, he was a cop and a soldier, CJ.
unusual
served-
location,
He served 10 years. He served 10 years.
which Eric
the
never
Army.
managed to spot. The primary investigator assigned to this case is Detective Louis Adrian. His prior service in the United States military likely factored into the department's strategic choice to have him conduct the interview. This shared background enables Adrian to establish rapport with Eric, a key component in the upcoming interaction.
So, you know,
Right,
our
his
viewers,
ass.
we want to talk about what happened, why it happened, and anything surrounding that whole situation. But you know as well as all of us that we have to go through Miranda with you. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to go through Miranda first of all, and then I'll start getting all the other information, okay?
After reading Eric his rights, the detectives would spend nearly an hour connecting with Eric and bonding over their shared military experience.
He's like, now you come in, you're in front. Okay. We go back in we about to go in the building, like, you're in front. She's like, but I thought you said you like,
fuck all that.
some people were made, you know, to do certain things, and I said, I'm not made to be a front person. Yeah, but so I'm running the block down, and I remember Miss Fox was like, hey, whoever that officer is right there running, just keep going, because you're about to run right into him. And out of nowhere, these two guys just come out, pop out, and I'm like, okay, I got him. And they just fall over, and and he was like, yeah, whoever that was running, he was moving, and you just ran. And it was like, he was like, don't, because I was slowing down, like trying to look. He's like, no, keep going. And I'm running like, okay, you gonna tell me when?
This friendly conversation appeared to take Eric out of the tense mental state. It appeared that Eric sharing his favorite moments from the military gave him a sense of importance, like he had an identity he was proud of, or at least used to be. But that moment is short-lived, as he's quickly brought back to the reality of why he's sitting inside a police interrogation
Yes,
room.
Lord.
So you spent 3 years and
And you see how he can talk about his military and shit with no problem, like he has no, like he didn't kill nobody, like what the hell, my boy? Like
you're still active in
GTA?
the Baltimore City Police Department. So from what I hear, you're suspended?
No, I'm suspended now. I'm going suspended, yes.
Okay, why? Can you tell me what's going on with that?
May 8th, I got a piece of protective order against my wife.
Okay.
And
You got one against her?
Yeah, I got one against her. Same day, she took the firearms out the house. She took the safe out of the home. You know, Anne Arundel County did press charges.
They press charges against
her
for
yeah,
taking
the safe with the firearms.
The firearms.
Yes, sir.
And were they your duty firearms?
Duty firearms. My whole full duty belt was in there.
Okay.
Firearm, taser, magazine, pouches, everything was in there. She turned around and went and got a piece on me, saying that I was following her. But when she got it, that's when pretty much
They have to suspend.
Yeah, I have to get suspended. Her mom sent my mom something talking about I was following her. This and that. I'm like, how? I'm here at work. How you say I was following? I was like, there's no way. That's when we both ended up at the courthouse, and I was like, because I was like, I'm just gonna stop this. So I let the clerk know. I was like, I don't know what's going on, but every time that my wife's trying to leave or something's trying to happen secretly, there's a peace order for me to get kicked out the house. And I was like, that shouldn't be. And that's when they brought us both in. So we both got seen by the judge, and he granted us a peace order for both of us to stay away from each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was that?
That was it 2 days ago?
Okay.
Was it, no,
Monday?
Well, no, yesterday. It was just Tuesday, yeah.
So y'all met with the judge
Tuesday.
And you're still suspended up until this point? Or
Yeah, I'm still suspended.
So when, maybe it's the way Baltimore works and how slow they are and stuff. So you have the peace order, she gets one on you, and then it gets
Denied.
denied.
It has to go to IA. You have to do that full
They have to do
thorough.
that.
Yeah.
And so you're still suspended even though it's been cleared up?
Yes.
Gotcha, okay.
At this point, the detectives had no reason to assume Eric was lying. He'd been open and honest with them the entire time and seemed rather friendly. It isn't until they begin discussing the day of the incident that investigators realize Eric's perceived honesty had all been a calculated act.
So yesterday we go to court, get the peace and protective orders. They grant the whole motion, for us to stay away from each other.
We in the mind of a convict and an insane person right now. A psychopath.
2 youngest boys supposed to stay with me. The oldest, he's going to Arizona with his mother. And she tells the judge, that's what you want to do, or something. So right after that, call him. I was like, hey, start packing your bags. You're going to be going with your mom. He's like, what? Why? I'm like, your mom said you wanted this. This is what you're supposed to do. I guess, I don't know. I didn't have that conversation. Previously to that, me and him had literally just sat down at the table. Because I could tell that my son was depressed and he was going through, that's really what our trip on the first was, just to try to get him away, get him out. We sat down at the table and I'm like, what's going on with you? How are you feeling about this? Where are you at with this? And he's like, honestly, I don't know. He's like, I hate it. I don't want to feel like I'm choosing sides. I just want to be left alone with everybody. Because then it's they call me telling me this and this and that. And it's I gotta keep certain things from you. He's like, I don't want to be a part of this. He's like, I'm tired. So I said, just go and start packing your bags. And he's like, okay. We wait. I get my paperwork. I come home. And on my way home, I just felt like I was done. You know what? Today's gonna be the day I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like my family was falling apart. I'm suspended from work. Possibly gonna lose my job. So it's situation.
Building.
Keep going. The data.
Right.
I even sent a text and say, I don't know why we feel like we have to be at war.
Right.
We shouldn't have to be at war. It's if you out here lying to these guys, telling you gotta guess what are you trying to move in with them? Telling that you're living in hotels when you're not. You're staying with your mom. What are you doing? So at this point, it's you know what? I'm just tired.
Yeah, tired of it.
Yeah,
it's a way out to get peace. I get. Yeah, a lot of people go through that, man.
Yeah, and it was nothing. I felt like everything was just coming to me, and I feel like that now. Honestly, everything was coming to me. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. It is what it is.
So when you got home yesterday, was there anyone in the house?
Yes, it was. The son was in the house.
Okay.
Evan was in the house, and Tristan was in the house.
So you go in there and you're doing all this stuff, right?
I go in there and I go in there. I see him upstairs. He got his bags packed. I had to go take his stuff downstairs when your mom's come, and she called him. It's mom's calling. He was like, what do I say to her? I say, tell her, just talk to her. She called me, whatever. And he answers the phone, and they have a conversation. And that's when I'm like, okay, what'd she say to you? She said she's gonna be in the area, just bring my stuff downstairs. I said, okay, cool. I said, so the police should be coming. And when they come, everything goes smoothly.
This is the moment where Eric's act begins. Notice how he begins looking blankly into the ceiling as he recounts critical moments. For the last hour, Eric hardly looked up to the ceiling once.
I go downstairs.
See, and they studying each movement you do, bro. You just look like you full of shit, bro. After I seen that kid in that wall, bro, we ain't even see it, but still, after we found that shit out, bro, you cannot be trusted at all, man.
I'm in the kitchen. I just made a big bowl of
You're a threat.
Cool, was it? Gatorade. Not big bowl, but big picture of Gatorade. It's blue. It's probably still, I believe it's still on the counter. But like I said, you say you never. The bag of crushed up pills that I had was right there. The son came downstairs. He asked me something. He was like, what did he say? He came downstairs. He asked me something, and I can't remember his exact word. He was asking me, was it about? I think it was leave or something like that. I said, son, just wait. We're not gonna because he was I don't want to go. He was just telling me that he didn't want to go and shit like that. I said, look, just wait. We're not gonna talk about shit because I'm gonna take your brothers to your mom's house and I was coming back. I said, if your mom gets here with the police before I get back, unfortunately, you gotta go with her. That's just the way it is. He's upstairs. I remember Tristan. I told Tristan, I said, Tristan, go get your shoes. Tristan said, okay. So Tristan goes upstairs, he gets his shoes. And he comes, he's like, Daddy, what's wrong with DJ? I'm like, huh? So I go upstairs, and DJ's in the bathroom, and he's in the tub. That's when I seen him. I was like, what the fuck? That's why I pulled him out the tub. As I'm pulling him out the tub, I laid him flat on his back on the floor.
You're full of shit.
And at that time, I'm not sure, I think it was Evan or Tristan. He was like, Daddy, somebody was there. And I'm just looking at my feet, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, what the fuck?
Eric makes his story clear. He had planned to end his life, but coincidentally, Dason had the same plan and did it first. It's an extremely complex alibi and only becomes more unlikely after Eric explains why Dason's body ended up hidden inside his bedroom.
So I go downstairs, I go to the front door.
Bruh, that don't explain the marks around that man's neck.
The officer said.
Okay.
And I panicked. I was like, I don't know what the fuck to say. So he asked me, he was like, hey, what's going on? I started talking to him, telling him what's going on. What did he say? He said, so what's the situation? And I told him about the situation. I was like, you know, my wife, she's supposed to be waiting on y'all to come. You know, y'all supposed to be serving her with a peace of protective order. And whatnot. He's like, yeah, she's supposed to be picking up our son. And he was like, is she here? And at the time, he was upstairs on the floor, in the bathroom. When he said, was she here? My mind, I was like, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
You panicked?
Yeah. Because it already looked bad, I already moved him. And I was like,
well, you got him out of the bath.
Yeah. And when I got out of the bathtub, I asked the officer, there's no body one cameras on, you can see, I asked him, like, can I go in the house, you know, use the bathroom real quick? I remember asking that, he was like, no, just wait, okay. And then the other officer showed up. And then when he showed up, he's asking, he was like, so, is the son here? Still the same thing. I should have said yes. You know,
yeah, I knew my perfect world.
I knew my state of mind. My state of mind was to kill Eric.
Okay. Now let me ask you this: is that why? Because I did watch some of the footage when they went to loosen your handcuffs. You kind of got a little silly on them. You remember that?
Yeah.
What was you went for the officer's gun. What was up with that? I mean,
well, before we get to that, when I first went back in the house, when the officer told me, the tall officer, he told me, he said, go get the son's phone. I ran upstairs, his phone was in the bathroom on the counter.
Okay.
So
I think he fucking lying right now. Cause none of that, I don't think I seen all that, bruh.
I run upstairs and I get the phone. Because back up. Before I did that, I asked him, I said, can I go upstairs? Can I go in and use the bathroom? So I initially wanted to shut the door. He said, no, just wait. And then the other officer, he was like, well, go I need you to go grab the son's phone. I ran up, grab it. And I shut the bathroom door. I'm still nervous.
Which bathroom was it? Was it the one in the master or the small one?
No, the small one. The small one in the hallway. And I'm still shaking whatever. And then when I come back downstairs, I go out the door, I give him the phone, I'm still shaking in my hand, like, and everything's in my head saying, like, all right, just say what you saw. But then,
he
in my other
definitely
part, I
making
was
it
like,
up.
my son just did this.
Right.
Objectively, Eric's story hits all the points. He has an excuse for almost every suspicious detail, even finding a way to explain why blood was found all over his house. The issue is that these details are simply too coincidental to ever sound believable. And even Eric knows this.
I don't know why, I just was like, I gotta move him. Picked him up.
Dude, I doubt he knows that they have the autopsy. You know what I'm saying? Cause the shit you saying, bruh, is like this shit is full of bull.
Fireman
crap.
Took him out of the bathroom, into the master bedroom, up the stairs, and I was like, because I know they're gonna want to come back in the house and search it. I was like, I'm gonna be cool, I'm fine with that. I was gonna let them search it. And I tucked him in, the area, and I left the thing open.
So when you say the area, you're talking like
a
crawl space. Okay,
yeah.
All right.
But getting back to when they came in, they searched the house, they went upstairs.
That's still
they seen
sick,
the thing open. That's when the officer, when he asked, I panicked and I was like, yeah, this is where I keep my safe, blah, 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 whatever. But the son was in there.
The son was in there, okay.
And they put the handcuffs on me. I went back downstairs. And when they put me downstairs, I was like, life is over because it looks different. It's no matter.
The thing about it, it doesn't matter what happened before. Once that kid was found in that wall, and it looked like you was about to seal that wall up, you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have, it's so unexplainable, bro. You should have never did that to that child, bro. You should have left that, if you did whatever, you should have left that child where that child was at, bro, and faced them type of consequences. You know what I mean? You tried to hide the body in a wall, bro. Like, that shit is sick, bro.
What I say from this point, it looks like I'm lying. It looks like I lied because I already lied twice. You asked me what the son in the house, I said no.
Got me goosebumps,
you asked me did I know
bro.
where he went? I said no, I think he ran out the back door or something. And you know, so it always looked bad because I'm already told you a lie. Even though in my head it's like, you probably should have said the truth. You probably honestly should have left him where he was at.
Call police or down the fire department or whatever.
Yeah, call police.
Well, that's perfect world.
But
sometimes we.
But I was already in. I was already in the mindset of Eric's gonna die today. I was in seeing that he was there.
Trying to play the suicide card.
Full water. I was like, my son did this. No, I have to do it.
Okay.
The detectives decide to take a break.
Yo, so why didn't you? Why didn't you? Why did you move him and not decide to do that for yourself? You get what I'm saying? You can't say that now that you done did what you did, my boy. If that was the case, you like I'm not and I'm not condoning that though. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not condoning.
Discuss what their next plans would be.
Not right.
At this point, they both know Eric is lying to their faces. So the goal for the rest of the interrogation will be to get Eric to admit to his lies and ultimately confess to the murder. To do this, they decide on Detective Adrian conducting the rest of the interrogation alone. Since one-on-one confrontation is generally considered to be more effective, Adrian would return with a clearly different demeanor from earlier. He's stern and wastes no time in asserting that his nice cop act is over.
Are you good? Do you need anything before we start again?
No, I'm good.
Are you sure? All right. So Detective DePietro had to step aside just for a second. But what I wanted to do, like I told you, I wanted to come back and go back over some things with you. Okay. I actually want to go back and in detail just go through some of these steps.
Is he still cuffed up? Or is it the other arm?
Eric would recount his story exactly the same as before, claiming he simply found Jason dead and had nothing to do with it. And it seemed as though Detective Adrian had nothing concrete to combat Eric's lies. That was until he brought out Jason's autopsy report.
I'm gonna tell you this. I know that you spent 10 years in the military, and you were in the Marines, weren't you?
Yes.
What's their whole thing in the Marines? Like, what do they always teach? Honor, integrity.
Honor, Christian.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, I don't see that from you right now based on what you're telling me. Okay. I think you're telling me something different. Okay. But I know you're a Marine. Okay. I know a lot of people that's Marines, man. And that's one thing that they would, like, integrity, honor. No, you don't mess with that if you're a Marine. Yeah. I know you want to tell me the truth, and you sitting here like giving me a story. You giving me what I want to hear, just to sound good, but it's not it. That's not it.
Trust me, I'm not trying to sound good to you.
And I'm gonna tell you the other thing. And I'm gonna be straight up with you.
Yeah.
You keep talking about the autopsy. The autopsy said he was strangled.
Hell no.
The autopsy said he was strangled.
Hell no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no, DJ was no strangled.
What you got to fight that? I just said that. Bruh. I just said he probably don't even know about the autopsy, bruh. Bruh, you can't beat that. You can't beat that, bruh. I want to see what he has to say about that now, bruh. Let's go, bruh. Fry his ass, squad.
Hell to the no.
You evil.
I'm gonna just let it sink in and let you decide what you gonna explain that to me.
No, DJ wasn't strangled.
Well, then what happened? Tell me what happened.
There's no, DJ was not strangled. DJ, like I told you, DJ went downstairs, he came back upstairs, and DJ was in that tub. Like I said, when I came in that room, he was in the tub. When I grabbed him out, I grabbed him like this, and I pretty much put him in a fireman's carry. When they left, I could drag them up to my room. If that's the case, I would have left him in there, and I would say, or had them come in there to be like, but DJ wasn't no strangle. There was no way DJ wasn't no strangle.
That's your boy. You had pride in him.
Yeah, but
you had pride in him. You were trying to help him out with his grades. You were getting him in STEM classes, and then this happened.
But you saying DJ was strangled? Nah.
Well, then tell me what happened. This didn't happen. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This didn't happen.
You saying he wasn't in the club?
So no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I believe that part, but I believe something else happened.
Note Eric's lack of emotion when hearing this information. No tears are shed, but rather an array of defensive rage. This, alongside the other countless red flags Eric is portraying, is a telltale sign for detectives that a suspect is lying.
You need to tell me the whole story.
Happy holidays, Steve Ross.
DJ, when I came in there, DJ was literally in that tub. There was no way I'm gonna sit there and strangle DJ. Not harm Tristan.
Bro, just throw the he was in the tub. Just throw that out, bro. Just throw that out, bro.
Why would I don't even have no ammo to want to strangle this boy. I have nothing against him to want to strangle him. Nothing.
Okay.
No anger in my heart, no nothing. Because like I said, if I was gonna do that, why would I leave my other two boys? If I was gonna do that, I would have took all of us out. DJ was not no strangle.
So then what happened? Tell me the story. We start from scratch. Tell me the story.
DJ was not no strangle.
Well, then tell me what happened. You're not telling me the truth. Tell me what happened.
Bro,
I'm right here standing right now, giving you a chance right now.
You asked me to tell you that I strangled my son.
No, I didn't.
Eric understands the legal system well enough to avoid offering a direct confession when confronted. From investigators' perspective, he knows that admitting involvement is the worst thing he can possibly do. Well, besides not asking for an attorney. Regardless, it's going to take more than just a heated confrontation to make Eric crack. So Detective Adrian resorts to a completely different approach. Empathy.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the way this is gonna be something you're gonna have to live with for the rest of your life.
Yes, sir.
This is something you are going to have to think about every night before you close your eyes. And when you close your eyes, you're going to think about what you did to him. That's what you're going to think about. You're going to think about what you did to him. And it's going to haunt you for the rest of your life. Or what you can do is you can talk to me. You can tell me what really happened, and at least that load will be off your chest.
See, I'm telling you right now, there's no, like, you're telling me to say I strangled my son. I did not strangle my son. That's what you're asking. I understand you're trying to lie with me and, and show the compassion, trying to, like, but there's no me and strangling DJ.
Bro, this man is too experienced of a cop and an army person, bro. Like, I gotta commend him. You feel me? I gotta commend him. You feel me? For his experience. You know what I mean? But you are evil, bro. This makes you this make you terrorist potential. It just make you assassin potential, bro. You need to be locked up. You need to be institutionalized for good. Don't let him out, bro. He
at all.
Okay, so let's take strangle out.
Too much.
There's no me strangling.
Okay, we taking strangle out of the equation now.
Okay.
What happened?
I told you what happened.
We taking strangle out.
Yes.
What happened?
He was upstairs in that tub. DJ was literally in that tub.
You didn't put him there?
I did not put him there, no. DJ was physically in that tub already. When I came to that bathroom, DJ was in there.
Did you assist him at all?
No.
With anything?
No, I didn't assist him at all, but nothing. Nothing. I did not assist him getting in that bathroom. Did not assist him going in that bathroom. He was upstairs already. And like I said, when he went downstairs, he was downstairs for a good period of time. He was upstairs, and what's his name? I was down. Tristan was down. Tristan was trying to go, what's his name, with his shoe. I told him, and that's when Tristan said out of his mouth, "Daddy, what's wrong with DJ?" Tristan literally said that out of his mouth. And I went up there to check on him. I don't recall seeing him, don't recall him removing no belt. I don't recall removing anything that could have been around his neck. I don't recall moving this shit.
So here's the thing, and I hate to frustrate you, and but I also have a job to do, and I also have to get down to the bottom of this. And when I walk through the door, and when I hear everything that happened, things don't add up. Things don't make sense.
Okay.
They don't make sense at all. If you would have done things different, if you would have been like, yes, my son, I just found my son in a tub, I helped him out, and told the officer, you know this. If you would have done it that way, it would have been different. But the fact that you didn't, now you're sitting here trying to explain yourself.
Well, I'm sitting here because the whole situation, I'm sitting here because I lied and said he wasn't in the house. I'm sitting here because I didn't tell the officer, like you said, it's straightforward what was going on.
That's 200 right there. How, like you said earlier, how are we supposed to believe you now?
Yeah, like I said.
So you telling me how am I supposed to strangle? How did I not assist him in getting in the tub and, I don't know, possibly drowning him? I don't know.
No.
I don't know. But
but here's
the thing. All I know is that you keep lying.
No, bro.
You lied initially twice. How do I know you're not lying right now?
Because, like, I told you straightforward.
You told me straightforward, but that's why I know twice.
Bro, because that's why I said in the beginning, I said straightforward. There's nothing I can say. I said, I already know y'all done y'all homework, laid it all out on the table. I said, because there's nothing I can say just because I already lied twice. I said,
you lied this entire time. It ain't no lie twice. You lied the whole motherfucking video.
He wasn't in home. I identified that. I messed that up because then I see my son is dead.
Okay. All right. Do you I'm gonna leave you alone for a little bit to think about things. But do you want anything else to drink or anything to eat?
I'm good with the water and the chips.
Okay. Give me just a second, man.
Okay.
All right. You need anything else?
No, sir.
All right.
As the detective leaves, Eric scans the room thoroughly and finally notices the camera hidden inside room 2B. Moments after making eye contact with the camera, he lets out one last desperate act.
Strangle? I don't know.
Unfortunately, it'd be too late to act his way out of the murder. Eric's testimony was flimsy at best, and Detective Adrian decided he'd gotten enough to wrap the nearly 5-hour interview up. Shortly thereafter, Eric was booked into the Anne Arundel County Detention Center under charges of first-degree murder, second-degree murder, and child abuse resulting.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, bro. How did you get first and second, though?
In death. At trial, Eric would quickly accept a plea deal to second-degree murder as well as attempting to disarm a police officer. And on October 4th, 2022, he was sentenced to 42 years in prison.
Damn.
If Eric serves his full sentence, he'll be released in 2064.
Damn! That was a crazy video, bro. That was a crazy video, bro. Shout out to Dr. Insanity, bro. Police discovered dead body stuffed in soldier's bedroom, bro. Y'all, that shit was crazy. Y'all make sure y'all have a blessed day. Y'all make sure y'all have a blessed holidays. I'm gonna try and get an early stream up for y'all tomorrow. You feel me? And all that. But he said probably from the cop because he tried for his weapon. Oh yeah, disarming the officer. And I think second degree is a little hefty too, right? Probably don't get that time, but child abuse resulting in death, that's kind of like its own charge on its own though. You know what I'm saying? Kind of wild though. Definitely kind of wild. Steve Ross, God bless you. I appreciate you for tapping in on the Facebook as well, man. I appreciate everybody who tapped in on the live stream as well. Y'all the gang. Y'all, whoever tapped in on the live stream, y'all really the family, man. Fuck all that, bro. I'm really rocking with y'all, bro. Like, we gonna go far, man. I swear. Just stand what it do, man. What it do, my guy. You came in right on time, man. But we clocking out. I'm gonna definitely drop these videos out for y'all as well. If anybody want to conversate with me or have any thoughts about anything, just DM me on Instagram and stuff like that. I'll be responding to everybody as well. You feel me? And we out. Y'all stay blessed, man. God bless y'all.